Hello, welcome back to the Recruiting Assist of the Day. Absolutely love doing this series. I think it's important for student athletes, families, coaches, administrators, anybody involved in the recruiting process to understand the steps that need to be taken, to understand the process, understand what it takes to be successful as you navigate through it. And today, today's topic to me was so important that I decided to pull over, do a video here in the car because I got a busy day. I'm headed to a couple meetings, but I wanted to make sure to get this out, and I wanted to make sure to get this in front of you because, like I said before, if I'm able to enhance one student athlete's recruiting process, one student athlete's career, if I'm able to change the course of one student athlete that's navigating this process and maybe feeling like they don't understand or don't know what the next steps to take are, then for me it's a major win. So today, it's one message, but it's threefold. When I say threefold, it's going to be important for student athletes, coaches, administrators, parents, everybody involved in this process. This is an important topic for us to touch on, and it's an important topic to continue to touch on, and that's peer mentorship. A lot of times, we navigate through the process and we don't have all the answers. Sometimes we don't even know the right questions to ask, but the worst part about it is we're not asking anybody these questions. So we'll start from the student athlete standpoint. From a student athlete standpoint, if you're a freshman, lean on those seniors that are at your school that have gone through the recruiting process. Ask them questions. Figure out what they went through, how they navigated the process. Don't only ask them what worked, ask them what didn't work. Ask them what things they would avoid if they were in your shoes and redoing the process. Ask them what it was like talking to college coaches the first time. Did they write a script? Did they seek guidance and direction on what to say in their email when they responded to college coaches or texting college coaches? I think it's important to have that direction and guidance, to have that, that experience. I wouldn't even say expertise, but that's somebody that's navigated the process before. They've gone through it. They've experienced it. They literally have walked the journey and are 20 steps ahead of where you're going in the same direction that you're going in. So it's important to get their insight and their guidance and direction. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like, there's something wrong with you because you need to ask for help or you need to ask for guidance or direction in this. Understand that, that's what a teammate does. That's what a mentor does. That's what a peer does. Peer mentorship and peer guidance and leadership is vitally important. And you being successful in anything, but most importantly in the recruiting process, because that's what we're talking about here. So student athletes, I want you to walk away from this video. I want you to find somebody within your school, your community, your family, somebody that's navigated the recruiting process prior to you, and reach out to them. Utilize their help and their direction and guidance. Find that peer and use that peer to mentor you through this process. All right. Now, from a coaching standpoint, same thing. If there's a coach within your conference, if there's a coach that you look at as a mentor or somebody that you look to for advice or direction, reach out to them as you're navigating this recruiting process for your student athletes. Get some help, get some direction, some guidance on, hey, should I take my guys to college practices? Should I take my guys to games? Who should I reach out to? I have this player that I think fits this level, but I don't have any relationships there. Who do you know? Do you have somebody at these type of schools, or do you have somebody at this specific school that maybe I should reach out to? Maybe I should call. It's much bigger than us feeling like our ego has to take shape and has to, we've got to do this process all on our own. It's not, I did this with no help. I did it on my own. I got my kid in college. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we have one mission as coaches, one job only, and that's to get our student athletes better, and part of that getting them better is getting them to that next level. And if there's somebody that can help and assist you in getting your student athletes to the next level, then if you're not utilizing their help and guidance and direction, you're directly hurting your student athletes. You're slowing down their process based off of your ego. Instead of saying, hey, I need some help, and helping to advance that student athlete's process lightning years ahead, you're saying, okay, I'm going to navigate the waters myself. Probably going to bump your head a couple times on some things that maybe a friend or maybe a peer within the coaching industry could have helped to guide, navigate you through to make you be able to better assist your student athletes. So look for a peer, look for somebody to help guide and navigate you through this. We should all have mentors in the coaching world. We should all have mentors. We should have somebody that we look up to that we ask for direction, we ask for guidance, we ask for help, we ask for advice. Every coach should have a mentor that they're reaching out to and having conversations with on a daily basis. Literally, Coach Anthony Solomon at Dayton, his phone probably rings more, with my name popping up than some of my own family members. And I'm constantly reaching out to him, and not only about basketball and not only about coaching, but about being a father, about navigating parenthood, about how to balance the work-life balance in this world that we're in, things like that. And without him as a mentor, I don't know if I'd be where I'm at right now as far as, on all things, not only, as a father, but as a coach, as a leader, as a recruiter, as a scout. I'll call him and say, hey, coach, what are some things that I should be looking at when I'm evaluating players? You have to humble yourself and understand that there's people that have been in this industry for way longer than you have, and their advice and direction and guidance can help you to enhance your resume. They can help you to grow much further than you could do it if you're doing it on your own. So college coaches, high school coaches, middle school, AAU, whatever, find a mentor. Find somebody that you can learn from and that can help you grow. Parents, same thing. Find a parent in this process that's navigated the process. They'll be able to help you better understand your student athlete. When you're like, man, my student athlete has a bad attitude today. Well, maybe he's stressed and overwhelmed because there's so many things going on within the recruiting process that they don't quite understand, and they don't know how to navigate those waters. And you as a parent can help them to better fulfill that, or you can help them to better, tread that process and manage that process and win within that process. And getting that advice from a peer, from another parent who's navigated through it, can help you in dealing with your teenager as they're going through it. Can help you deal with navigating and managing their emotions. It can help you deal with, managing their expectations. Can help you deal with managing when things aren't going right at all. And giving them that patience and that faith to be able to sit back and say, okay, it's going to work out. And the right fit is going to come into shape for me. The right system will come into place. The school that I'm destined to be at, the right fit for me is going to come around if we put in the work. We just have to stay patient. We have to stay faithful. We have to continue to work. And if you've never experienced that process as a parent, it can be overwhelming. Having that conversation with other parents that have successfully navigated it, it's vitally important, because there's no direct roadmap to this. Every recruiting process is going to be different, and you need to be able to lean on others that have gone through it to give you that advice and guidance to make sure that you're putting your child in the best position to be successful. So, once again, I think that this is a vital piece of information. I think that this is something that we're not doing enough of, which is seeking out direction and guidance and leadership from others who have already gone through whatever we're going through, whether we're student athletes, parents, or coaches navigating this process. We need to find a peer. We need to be willing to accept that coaching and that direction and that guidance from our peer mentor, and utilize all of that to make sure that our student athletes are getting the best out of this recruiting process. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode 7 of the Recruiting Assist of the Day. I look for you to continue to learn from this. I look to see feedback, emails, tweets, DMs, whatever. Let me know anything that I can help you with. Let me know questions that you have. Let me know, any suggestions that you have. This topic was a suggestion from a parent. I had a parent reach out to me who is navigating the recruiting process, has young student athletes, and just says, hey, where do I get help from? How do I navigate this process? And my first answer was, obviously there's resources out here. Obviously I'm going to be putting out the Recruiting Assist of the Day, but it's important to have somebody that you can talk to that's gone through it, that can help you to better understand it and better understand not only the recruiting side of it, but the parent dynamic, what their child felt as they were going through it, what they felt, the emotions involved. All of those different things are important in this process. So that's where this topic came from. I'm listening to you guys. I'm going to continue to listen. I'm going to continue to put out content, even if it means I've got to pull over on the side of the road and do it from my car. I'm going to make sure that I'm giving you these on a daily basis. So excited to continue this journey. Excited to have you continue on the journey with me. Feel free to reach out with any questions, concerns, comments, and make sure you guys have an amazing day. All right. God bless.